Beautiful furniture, fine lighting, and decorative accessories all make a difference in turning a house into a home. And every week, our style guru, Cathy Lee, clues us in to fast and easy ways to transform your space. This week, she's talking about the importance of texture. And to demonstrate that, we brought Cathy into our studio early this morning. Good to have you here.
Good
Thanks
morning.
for waking up early about once a month to be with us. We're not going to have a pillow fight.
Maybe later.
Okay. But tell us what we can learn from these pillows and textures.
You know what I wanted to do this morning, Jody, is usually I'm in my showroom, right?
Yes.
And addressing the audience. And this time I wanted to utilize this opportunity to do a little learning segment with you and our viewing audience about texture, because texture can beautify a space. So obviously feel the pillow. Do you feel the texture, Jody?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is not a pattern or a print, but there's visual texture. And in a room, what that's going to do is add a lot of interest, okay? So the difference between this, and let's bring on our next pillow as we get ready for our pillow fight. Now, the difference with this particular pillow here is there's a pattern. Okay, now this pattern from across the room, you're going to see the texture as opposed to just the chocolate brown. And let's keep on going with our pillows. This pillow, feel that as we're getting lost in our pillows. This is the same print here, but you've got the physical texture and the visual texture. Now, what I want to demonstrate to our audience is how you can mix these together to make it work, to make your room more interesting. These two patterns here, Jody, would you put these two in the very same room?
I don't know.
Wrong answer. Maybe.
You know what? No, I'm kind of a solids person, but I think I wouldn't.
So if we're going to mix these, what I would do is you could either put the solid, the texture with the pattern, or the texture.
Can you put this together?
Exactly, with the pattern. How much better does that work together,
really nice.
right? Okay,
right.
Now I'm going to introduce a different concept, because that's really pretty basic. I think most people can get that, right? But people ask me all the time, Cathy, can I mix two patterns together? How is that going to work? Let's take a look at some of the fabrics that I've brought along. Look how beautiful this is, Jody. Do you love that? I mean, look at the color, look at the pattern. But it's not an animal. Now, how is that going to work with something like this? How and why would something like that work together?
You know, I don't know. You tell me.
What makes it work is that we're introducing a similar concept. We've got our chocolate brown. We've got the chocolate brown in there. We've got the chocolate brown in the zebra. And then you pair it with this. And do you see how you add the pop of color? But you can certainly mix your patterns if you also incorporate one more thing. And that is scale and proportion. You don't want them to compete. Do you see how big this pattern is?
Yes.
You've got this big, bold pattern, then you've got a more medium pattern, and then you've got your solid texture. That's how you make it work together.
Okay.
And we can do the same thing with my other zebra pillow. We've got this zebra pillow, and let's mix it with some other patterns. Stripes are really, really easy to work with, and we've got this, which is a larger pattern. Then we've got our, how's that? We've got our medium pattern. Now, what ties this in? Do you see the lighter brown? We've got the lighter tan here, and then we've got the lighter tan here. So they're all different, but they can all work together because there's one unifying element, and that's the color.
Okay.
Yes.
Cathy, I think I would just come to you and ask. Because I
can do that too.
I wouldn't go into a store and go, yeah, this goes together.
Right.
Okay.
But you can come into Cathy's Marketplace and we can help you with that, right?
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Cathy, for joining us this morning.
Welcome.
And Cathy Lee will be back next week from her showroom for another edition of Home Style Sunday. And as always, you can